So, what's the game plan for your career in, say, 2025? I mean, the tech world is moving at lightning speed, right? Knowing which skills are actually in demand is absolutely crucial if you want to stay ahead of the curve. So, let's dive into the skills you need to build a truly future proof career and really find your edge. Here's how we're going to break it down. First, we'll unpack a huge problem in the industry that's actually a massive opportunity for you. Then, we're going to explore the hottest skill areas, from the AI boom to some really mind-bending new tech. We'll also talk about the one skill set that almost everyone overlooks, but shouldn't. And finally, we'll map out a clear path for you to get started. All right, first up, the $1 million skills gap. You see, this isn't just some headache for big companies. It is a golden opportunity for anyone looking to make their mark. And when I say $1 million, trust me, I am not exaggerating. The stakes have literally never been higher. Just to give you a sense of the scale here, get this. According to a recent Fortinet report, more than half of all security breaches cost an organization over $1 million. A single breach. This isn't just a tech problem anymore. It's a board-level, massive business risk. And you know what? The leaders at these companies, they know exactly what's causing it. A full 70% of organizations say this risk comes directly from the shortage of skilled people. They have a huge, expensive problem, and they desperately need people with the right skills to come in and solve it. And here's where it gets really serious. For the first time, the consequences are becoming personal. Over half of senior leaders, we're talking C-suite execs, report facing serious personal penalties, like fines, job loss, or even jail time after a cyber attack. So you can bet the pressure to find talent is coming straight from the top. So with stakes this high, you can see why the demand for people who can fill this gap is just exploding. Okay, so let's pinpoint exactly where those opportunities are. What are the skills that companies are basically begging for right now? Let's start with the biggest wave in tech probably in our lifetime, artificial intelligence. I mean, the World Economic Forum is predicting that AI will create, get this, 97 million new jobs by 2025. This isn't some far-off future trend. It is happening right now. And at the very heart of this boom is something called generative AI. You've probably used it, think ChatGPT. This is AI that doesn't just analyze data, it creates something totally new from scratch. We're talking text, images, even computer code. And this one capability is revolutionizing, well, everything. And because of that, a whole new ecosystem of jobs has popped up. Of course, you have the huge demand for AI and machine learning specialists. But we're also seeing these fascinating new roles, like prompt engineers, people who are experts at talking to AI to get the best results, and MOOps specialists, who are the ones that actually manage the entire life cycle of these complex AI models. And here is a perfect example of the real-world impact. There's this fintech company, Claro, that managed to slash their average customer service time by 60%. How? Simply by hiring prompt engineers to guide their AI conversations better. That is a massive immediate return on investment. Okay, so you've got all this amazing AI innovation happening, but it all needs a strong, secure foundation to be built on, right? You can't build a skyscraper on sand. And that brings us to our next critical skill area, all the technologies that protect and maintain our digital world. You have to think of cybersecurity as a constant arms race. Every time our technology gets smarter, the threats against it get smarter too. And that makes security specialists absolutely non-negotiable for any company that wants to survive today. You know, building a truly resilient system takes a whole blend of skills. You need people who are experts in cloud platforms like AWS or Azure. You need people who understand DevOps to build and ship software safely and efficiently. And you absolutely need cybersecurity experts to defend the whole thing from attack. It all works together. And the crazy demand for these skills has created some really incredible opportunities. Take ethical hacking. Companies like Apple will pay up to $1 million, $1 million, to people who can find critical security flaws in their systems before the bad guys do. It's literally a career in being a good guy hacker. How cool is that? So we've talked about securing the foundation of today, but what about building the skyscrapers of tomorrow? Let's look a little further out to the technologies that are just on the horizon, the ones that are getting ready to completely redefine entire industries. First up is quantum computing. This one's a bit of a mind bender. So regular computers use bits, which are either a 0 or a 1. Simple enough. Quantum computers use qubits, which can be a 0, a 1, or both at the same time. And that strange little trick allows them to solve problems that are literally impossible for even the world's most powerful supercomputers. And no, this isn't science fiction. It's already happening. Volkswagen actually used a quantum computer to optimize traffic routes for taxis in Beijing. It processed millions of variables in real time to find the best paths. That is a task that no classical computer on Earth could handle. Just incredible. And the frontier doesn't stop there. Think about blockchain. It's moving way beyond crypto. Now it's being used to create tamper-proof supply chains. Or how about digital twins? These are amazing living virtual models of real-world objects. Imagine testing a jet engine to failure without ever leaving your computer. And then there's edge computing, which is all about processing data right on the device itself, which is essential for things like self-driving cars that need to make split-second decisions. Now, we've talked a lot about some heavy-duty technical skills, but there's another side to this coin, a whole set of skills that are often overlooked, but are, I promise you, absolutely critical for your success. This is your secret weapon. We hear all the time about learning Python or getting an AWS certification. But here's the thing. Being a great AI specialist isn't just about your code. It's about being able to communicate what your complex model actually does to a manager who isn't technical. A cybersecurity expert needs to be incredibly adaptable to face new, creative threats every single day. The tech skills might get you in the door, but these human skills, they're what will make you truly great at your job. This quote really says it all perfectly. Soft skills are the invisible glue that holds a project together. They're the things that make sure all that brilliant technical work actually translates into real-world results that help the business. They are the force multiplier for your technical talent. Okay, so we've laid out all the skills that are in high demand. But the big question is, how do you actually start building them? This last part is all about action. It's your path forward starting today. Here's a super simple 4-step plan. 1. Start with the fundamentals. Don't skip the basics. 2. Pick a domain that you're genuinely excited about and just go deep. But step 3 is the most important one. Build things. Actually create projects. A portfolio that shows what you can do is worth more than anything. And finally, step 4, share your work, get feedback, and iterate. And look, if you need a clear, concrete starting point, check out certifications. The data is overwhelming. 91% of hiring leaders prefer candidates with certifications, and almost 90% of companies are willing to pay for you to get them. A certification is basically a verified checkmark for your skills that every employer understands. So, there you have it. The demand is crystal clear, the opportunities are absolutely massive, and the path forward is laid out right in front of you. These skills are literally the building blocks of our digital future. The only real question left is, what are you going to build?